Tazama, and today we are in Nakuru County. I'm walking along the longest street in East and Central Africa. That is the Kanu Street. Let's talk to Pastor Charles Mburu, who is going to tell us more about this unique street. Habari ya Pastor?
Salama sana.
What makes this street unique?
One thing that makes this street unique is that there are many business that happens or that goes around in this street, and one of them is bars. There are so many. In fact, after every 10 meters there is a bar, and more than that, even the churches have started coming up, and because of that, things have started changing.
Thank you very much, Pastor. As we explore more about Nakuru County, let's watch our first feature.
Many houses in this neighborhood are dark inside. This is because they are built windowless due to the high level of insecurity and congestion.
Light penetration iko poa sana.
We are in Korogosho and it's daytime. But while in this house, you'd think it's at night. Many residents in Korogosho slums do not have access to electricity. Others that do is through illegal connections. It's 5 p.m. Joseph Ndongo, a class 7 pupil of Rehema Daycare Orphan Center in Korogosho, heads home, and I follow him to find out how he goes about doing his homework in the dark house. Due to the lack of light in the house, he has to sit outside as he depends on sunlight.
Fanya homework nje, watu wanashinda kupita hapa, hata homework sio fanya vizuri, na kelele watoto wanapiga. Homework nasikia kelele hata siwezi fanya vizuri, na saa zingine nikitokea shule late na napata nikianza kufanya homework jua inapotea.
Bado hujamaliza. Sasa na hiyo kando vile liko imebaki kadogo. Yeye ametoka shule direct kama ameanza na homework. Hata hajapata chance ya kurelax hata rukaruke nje. Kwa hivyo bado kichwa yake imejaa. If kungekuwa na alternative anaweza pata kitu kama 1 hour ya kurukaruka, akikamba kwa nyumba at least amerelax mind. Ndio ushamaliza homework. Tabuso wancho go mchele alafu na unaona vile hii kando hata itachoma vitabu. Dai na kanaisha ndio hapo katikina. Kwa nayo mnakula mawe.
Unfortunately, today the candle just went off. Ndongo's family has to spend another night in the dark. However, a group of youths is now giving back to the society through an innovative way of lighting up the neighborhood.
Natengeneza kitu inaitwa water light bulb. Hii chupa tutaijaza maji. Tutaijaza maji, tuta add bleaching agent. Hiyo ni ya kupreserve maji iweze kukaa kwa muda mrefu bila kubadilika rangi. Tukishaweka hiyo vifuniko mbili, sasa hii kitu tunajua ita last hata miaka 2 tukisha install. Lazima iko 2 liter maji ndio inatoa 50 to 60 watts. Tukifunika jua aka kitu kata crack, lakini tunachukua hii film container. Hii vile imetengenezwa design yake inaweza last kwa muda mrefu sana.
What makes this group unique is the fact that most of its members are ex-convicts.
Mwangaza itakuwa inakuja, ina penetrate, alafu juu ya law of refraction inagongana ndani ya chupa, inamulika nyumba yote kama bulb.
It was formed in 2010 to help the ex-convicts to be appreciated back in the society. But where did they get the idea from?
Fanya research nikapata link. Hii link kwa YouTube nikaona jamaa kutoka Brazil. Garage yake ilikuwa inagiza sana na stima imepotea. Yeye ndio aliinvent hii water light. Na mimi kuiona nikaiona tap.
And what inspires them?
Tuliinspire ni watoto. Nakumbuka nikisoma kwa ngumu sana nikitoka shule kwa nyumba yetu kwa mmoja na kulikuwa na usiwezi soma usiku, lazima nisome mchana juu ukikuja usiku watu wamejaa, hakuna vile utaconcentrate kimasomo. Sasa ni kuja mchana nayo pia nyumba inagiza, lazima nitoke nje. Ukinyesha ama watu hiyo watu wanapita, concentrate kusomea nje pia si rahisi. Sasa nikakumbuka zile challenge niko na face nikiwa mtoto. Nikakumbuka pia kuna watoto bado wako hapa wanapitia the same challenges. Nikakuwa wacha tuwaletee mwangaza kwa nyumba.
Haya. Mungu ni muleka maji hapa kwa chupa.
Hiyo si maji, wewe kwani wewe ni wa wapi? Hiyo ni mambo inaitwa water light bulb. Nimekiwa na machalo wengine wa group C3 ama wameniambia inaitwa Kochko. Wakasema hiyo light tunaweza itumia mchana saa zote. Na bado usiku saa zile kuna full moon tunatumia. Kwa hivyo saa stress za kushindana nikikwambia harakisha zimeisha. Unaweza kabag chini uende ucheze kidogo, ukamuza time zingine ufanye homework. So hata leo nachagulia mchele kwa nyumba. Leo na hata mawe ya mkuli.
Hii shughuli kuja sisi tugeni. Kama taja gain ni sawa, lakini hiyo sio nia. Nia ni kumit challenges zile community yetu ina face, kuangalia need na tuweze kumit hizo needs.
Sina sikia vizuri. Sasa hata nikitokea shule jioni sana naweza fanya homework na naweza toka nje nicheze kidogo alafu tena nikuja nifanye homework.
Many times in life we face different challenges. And the tagline Kenyans use is, tunaomba serikali tusaidie. Question is, if you and I can be part of the solution, what are we doing about it?
Right now, I'm here at the Nakuru Athletics Club, the training ground of the Kenya Rugby Champions. I'm talking about the Nakuru RFC. They're popularly known as the Wanyores, and they won the Kenya Cup this year. Needless to say, these guys are the pride of Nakuru. So, what has changed ever since you won the Kenya Cup and became the reigning Kenya Rugby Champions?
A lot has changed in that we have sponsors are coming easier now. And we have enough equipments for the club now, and players are more motivated in that way, and players are more focused into winning, and even the training and all that kind of stuff.
So why are you called the Wanyores?
They're Luyas who are very proud of themselves, and they're a bit vicious, and we thought it's a good name to call ourselves Wanyore.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ben. So, once again, we hit the streets just to hear their views on yet another pertinent issue. This is the question we are posing today. If you were the Minister for Education, what urgent education need would you address?
Mwalimu yote ambaye anasomesha shule lazima ni hakikisha ya kwamba mtoto wake hadi private school anasomea public school as well as the other schools. Kwa maana sasa hivi walimu wanagoma, watoto wako private schools, and that's why they are not minding at all.
Badala ya walimu kuandikwa na bodi moja Kenya mzima, wawe wakiandikwa kutoka county 47 county. Kila county na walimu wake, kila county na walimu wake. Wakiwa wanakuru wanalipiwa tu hapa Nakuru. Chama chao cha hapa Nakuru. Uko bahali ingine hivyo. Na elimu itarudi laini.
Kwa nini wasichukue hiyo bilioni hizo na watoto warudi shule? Na Uhuru anjakata na Kaimenyi anjakata, wamepewa pesa. Kwa nini wanakata? Kwa nini wanataka wachukue once hiyo bilioni 47? Hata ukipata mimba saa hii uwezi ukazaa na siku moja.
Wanagoma kitu gani? Na pia wao wamezaa, wako na watoto kwa shule. Hata sisi tuko na watoto wako kwa shule. Si hata yamezaa. Anagoma kwa nini?
Kwa nini wanaharakisha president? Lazima afanye kazi. Ni kweli, sisi tunangojea pesa akina mama. Si tunatoka na mwezi mwingine, lazima mngojee haki yenu. Ile mliambiwa ni president. Ni kweli.
Kwa sasa walimu wakiwa mgomoni tunaumia sana. Maana mitihani haijahamishwa. Sisi tunakuja kufanya mtihani, sisi tutaumia, sisi tutaanguka. Examiners hata kwa nataka kujua kama tulikuwa kwa mgomo ama ilikuwaje, lakini mtihani lazima tutafanya. So walimu hata wao ningewaomba waweze kurudi kwa kazi, tuweze kuendelea kusoma, waweze kutusaidia pia sisi.
Kitu moja ni hii, walimu walipewa pesa wakakataa. Tena walimu wakigoma wanakuja hapa toni kuharibia watu wenye mahasa la kazi. Mimi sitakuja hapa nisema walimu waongezewe pesa. Walianza kuambiliwa na Moi, wakaambiliwa na Kibaki. Tena ni Uhuru, hata hajamaliza mwaka moja. Kitu ile si tutafanya. Walimu waambiwa wakigoma tena wasiingie kwa town. Mtu agome na akae nyumbani. Wakikuja hapa tutawatandika.
Welcome back. I'm still here with the Wanyores who are letting me in their skill, which led them to be the Kenya Cup champions. And I'm standing here with Omende.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Omende.
Posana.
Hey, it's Potenunye. It's just not for the faint-hearted. So I have a question for you. What's your take on the issue of girls missing school due to lack of sanitary towels?
I think it's a very important issue which needs to be addressed.
Resume your practice, eh? Hey, thank you for the skill, eh? So, right now, let's take a short break. And when we come back, we'll join Lydia with the Town Talk.
Back. Now, did you know that upwards of 800,000 girls in Kenya miss 1 week of school per month because of a lack of sanitary supplies? Well, take a look at this story, then join myself and some of Nakuru residents as we talk about this issue.
Kama mama yako hana pesa, unaona sasa kama ni shule ulikuwa unakuja una hauendi.
Sasa tulikuwa tunakaa nyumbani ndio tukoje wapate pesa.
Ukivaa zina jifold alafu zina kufinya.
Statistics state that 1 in every 10 girls miss school during her menses due to lack of sanitary pads. Tazama is in Mbaringo village in Nyeri County to witness how one local women's group is solving this issue.
Kagongo Mwiteithia Women Group tulianza tukiwa akina mama wa karibu. Watu wengi hapa wanaashiwa watoto na mama hawa watoto na baba zao wengine walikufa. Akina mama tunajua shida ya watoto kuhusu kuwa na hiyo damu ya mwezi. Saa ingine mtoto hana pads na hajamwambia mtu kwa sababu hiyo saa ingine wa Afrika wanaichukua kama kitu ya mwenyewe. Sasa tukaona tuende kwa wasichana hawa wanaachwa na mama zao wakiwa kama wasichana. Sasa tutaenda kwa shule.
Well, today Kagongo Mwiteithia has invited Tazama for their next presentation at Mbaringo Primary School. They have invited class 7 and the class 8 for their talk. So follow me and let's see what happens there.
Our girls used to miss school, especially those who are that age of having the menstrual cycle. And we would try to fight why they were absent through the female teachers. And they would report that they would not come to school when they are in such a period. Because most of them, they don't come from very well-up families, and sometimes when they may not have been able to buy these pads.
To use the sanitary, what am I going to do? I turn.
Yes.
When you have a big material, you can cut it and then take this one and keep it somewhere when you are working. When you are knitting, can you stay like that?
No.
How do you stay? Because of what? Carelessness.
This pad is made of poplin material, which is the main material they buy locally, the cotton material, which is the absorbent part, while the nylon is placed in between the two poplin materials, which are stitched together to prevent leakage. Magdalene was quick to assure me that the pads are very hygienic and easy to maintain. Armed with 3 basins of water, soap and salt, she shows me how to clean them. She puts salt and water in the first basin to soak the cotton material to remove the blood, then washes it with soap in the second basin, and in the last one she rinses it. After the procedure, she hangs it to dry.
A girl may have used the pads that are being provided by the government. So when she has the others, then she is sure to be in school throughout. It is also a skill, and once somebody has a skill, that skill is used for life.
Kwa nataka kutumia ya Mrs. Kifudhu kwa sababu for zile za serikali mtu akikaa chini huwa anasikia kaa hayuko comfortable. Lakini za Mrs. Kifudhu utakaa vizuri na usikie kaa huna kitu.
Reusable. You are yani una walk but no any sound and it is comfortable to walk with it.
Hizo za government kama kwanza zikiisha amjaletewa huwa zina sasa ukienda kununua ni costly na kama mama yako hana pesa unaona sasa una squeeze kama ni shule ulikuwa unakuja una hauendi. Sasa tukaona hizo sasa hizi zingine ni tu unajitengenezea kama hauna hizo huwa mtu anajitengenezea.
So now that is the situation in Nyeri County. I would like to know what is happening here in Nakuru.
My take on the reusable sanitary towels is that I wouldn't really, as a girl, love to have that because, one, looking at the target areas where the government wants to take the sanitary towels to, it is the rural areas. A place like Machakos, do these people have water to even keep on, to maintain cleanliness, hygiene?
I think it's also we are trying to like curb them to save them time by making sure they go to school. So by starting giving them now like they are to rewash, to wash them, and again when is the time they'll go to school again. And two, if the government is able to provide free condoms, then I think this should not be a big deal. Yeah.
So if we don't encourage these girls to use their skills to come up with the sanitary towels, but teach them on hygiene issues, then how sustainable is the government program? Because we find that they provide this month, the girls are used to these sanitary towels, the expensive sanitary towels. What if the government does not come in next month and provide the same sanitary towels? What happens to our girls? They skip school, they don't have money to buy the sanitary towels that the government are making them get used to, yet they cannot sustain the program.
I'm imagining I'm an African father, and then I just walk by my backyard and then I find my daughter washing sanitary towels, or even I'm a brother to maybe her or anybody. How do you think I'll take that? That's my question when it comes to that issue. So also us males need to understand what ladies are passing through so we can kill that kind of stigmatization that periods is an unclean practice.
I think we got a problem about the culture. For example, if you start teaching about the reproductive health, now when you draw some parts of our body, let us say the breast and so forth, nasikia wengine wanakuuliza, madam, what are you drawing? You are not supposed to talk about that. In our culture, we don't. So we have got that problem about culture. like the Pokot, the Pokomo, and the Maasai.
I'd like to ask you about now the government, their plan to give the free sanitary towels, right? And now depending on consignment, a girl can have 4 packets of pads given to her to take care of the entire term, right? But how about when she goes for the holidays and she still needs these pads? Isn't that an issue that they should also look into?
I think we are talking about supply, how girls can be able to get access to sanitary towels when they're at home. I think instead of the government just looking at distributing the sanitary towels to schools, they should also be able to distribute sanitary towels to centers, public centers. For instance, nearest hospitals, we have even police station, chiefs camps, where areas that are accessible. It is not, let the government not only focus on schools, because even in these schools, as we have so many corrupt systems, scandals going on, I'm sorry to say this if I offend a teacher, they take them and go and sell them for their other purposes.
We have talked about a lot about the government, and I would like to know, as an individual, as a community, what can we do to help our girls remain in school?
It's upon us to come together as a community, build up initiatives of saving the girl child. In fact, an initiative of Save the Girl Child. We go to school, we empower them, we tell them menstruation is part of them, they should appreciate it, and even also the boys are being educated on how to appreciate the girls, so they should not sideline girls or anything about that. So it's all about us, not the government.
I think we should also work towards complementing the government now that there are some gaps that are left. Like for example, these girls, yes, we're supplying them with sanitary towels, but they don't have pants. So I think we should come in and try to see how we can be able to also supply them with pants to hold the pants.
So on a lighter note, I just think the strike thing is working very well in this country. It seems to be the only way that the government has to listen to you when you go on strike. I think girls should come together, as a nation, fathers, brothers, mothers. We hold our hands together. We say, if nothing is done towards this issue of sanitary towels, then girls will not go to school for this period so they can listen to us. Because all they do, they politicize everything that we ever say. They do not get down to our issues.
And now I have to call a timeout for today's Town Talk, but we'd still love to hear from you. What can we do to keep our girls from missing school because of this problem? Please use the contact appearing on your screen and stay tuned for our next message. Show, but we'd really appreciate to hear from you. Find us on our Facebook page, Tazama 6, and also follow us on Twitter. Follow. Our Twitter handle being @Tazama 6. Till next time, adios from me.